Hello everyone and welcome to our 2023 sour jar. I like to make these jars every year because I like karma to be served. Sometimes people are assholes and take advantage of others. And sometimes we have those exes, men or women that take advantage of our feelings. And I always say there's a way to break up with someone to end a relationship and not be an asshole about it. But a lot of people fail to understand that. And so, I like to return karma. And then we have people that, simply take advantage of others and do bad things. And so this is me serving karma. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm creating my jar of doom. So I'm going to fill my jar with all the ingredients and I'm going to cast my curse. And then I'm going to dump every name that signed up for the service. So the first thing I did is I added some more water to my jar. This is a new product I've added to the shop. I've been gathering it for probably the past year. This is my master jar. And now I'm sharing it with others. I won't get into details about it. That'll be another video. But this war water contains moss, swamp water, and graveyard dirt and nails. I even put some extra nails in here. The nails represent to nail our enemies down so that they can't be successful in anything that they do. Okay, so I put that in, put my war water in, and then I'm going to add a jalapeno. This one is very hot. I already tasted it. I wanted it to be extra spicy. So this is going to make them uncomfortable, make them burn, make them hurt. And then we're going to add our limes to continue to sour them, to sour their lives, sour their relationships. And then I'm going to add some devil shoestring to make them trip, tie them up so they can't get ahead in life and their personal success and their relationships. And then I'm going to add a devil's pod. Devil's pod, a lot of people use these for protection, which they can be used, but ingredients have dual purpose. I use devil's pods for cursing and they work very well to call on darkness, to enhance this curse. I give this devil's pods power. And now we're going to add some mullein. Mullein I use for curse work, for left hand work, to cast a curse on the people listed here and ruin their lives, ruin their relationships, and make them pay, make karma be served. And then I use hyssop. Hyssop, right? You wouldn't guess that hyssop can be used for cursing. Hyssop is wonderful for karma to be served. For those who have done us wrong, make them pay, make them hurt. And then I'm going to add doom oil. This one has various names. Some people say it's death into my enemies, do into my enemies. We are going to do into my enemies. This is an all well-rounded formula for hexing and cursing. It has all kinds of nasty ingredients. My formula has dirt from a grave from this particular man that did very bad things in his life. And so for all the damage, all the pain and suffering that our enemies have caused us, let it return to them. And I'll just go and use the rest of the bottle. And then we're going to add some salt. Salt to basically salt their lives so they cannot get ahead in life. And then we're going to add vinegar. I might have to move this over. And with this vinegar, it will sour their lives, sour their relationships, and make them hurt, make them pay. So I'm going to spend some time activating my ingredients and placing my curse. I will not call on enter and kill spirit unless one happens to show up, because there's a lot of people going into this work. But I will petition this with darkness. And this is going to be your little jar of doom. And so any name that goes in here, their karma will be served for all the pain and suffering they have caused us. It will return to them ×3. Their relationships will fail. They will not be successful in life. And it will affect their mind, body, and soul. This curse that I place here will remain in effect until the petitioner decides. So meaning, if you put somebody here in this jar and later on down the road, you decide that you don't want them to be affected anymore, you will simply think about it and release the curse. I leave this open because sometimes people have a change of heart. And so that's the way that it goes. So I will spend some time activating my ingredients and placing my curse offline. And then just to let everybody know, we had about 60 people that showed up for this work. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people hurting, you know. And for every person that goes into this jar, I will read the names that you've given me, and I will connect to your energy. I will connect to that hurt, that rage that you have towards this person. And I will add that energy to this jar. So for 60 people, that's 60 curses, individual curses that make one big curse. And that's the way that it's going to work. So this hex has been placed on other people listed in here. I've connected to everyone's energy. I have felt your pain. I have felt your anger. I have felt the betrayal that these people have caused you. And so the last thing I'll do is spit on this jar and seal it. I already went ahead and did that. So now I'm going to close it. And this jar will stay by my toilet for the next year. Every time I'm in there, I'll give it a shake. And after a year, a lot of the papers will actually have dissolved. So by next time this year, I will dispose of this jar. And I will continue working it for the next year. So the next part is the skull candle. I already activated it as everybody listed in this jar to represent them, to represent their minds. It will create confusion in their minds, make them miserable, and make them feel pain.